And now Tyranitar is going to come in here and pretty much farm down. Gyarados comes back in. Oh my goodness, about to take this Stone Edge. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Ox here with another video. If you're new to the channel, we do upload Pokemon Go content mostly related to PvP. And if you're a returning subscriber like Bob Villia 69, thank you for the support. In today's video, we are taking a look at some battles in the Master League Premier Classic. These battles were submitted to the channel by Victor for the best, and they are featuring a very spicy pick in the form of Shadow Tyranitar. Joining Tyranitar in the backline for this team is going to be a best buddy Metagross, and we will have a Gyarados in the lead. On PvPoke, this team looks pretty solid with bees all across. We'll see how it performs in some actual battles. If you guys enjoy this type of content, please consider leaving a like on the video. It really helps the channel grow. Leave a comment down below, and without any further ado, let's jump into the first battle right now. So when I first received this submission, I was under the impression that these battles were actually in Spanish, but reading them now, I have noticed that they're actually in Portuguese. So I want to give a big shout out to all of my viewers from Portugal and Brazil and any other Portuguese speaking nation, because you guys make up a pretty decent portion of my viewership. So I am very grateful for all of you. As we see the Crunch get the shield from the opponent right here, going to no shield the opponent's Crunch in return, and the opponent is going to make a very nice catch onto the Togekiss. But unfortunately for the Togekiss, they are basically going to enter Farm Down City, and the population is 1. That one is basically Togekiss right here, getting farmed down completely. Gyarados about to come back in, and we are going to shield up right here. We are loaded on energy, basically at 100, even throws an extra bullet punch over 100, so no need for that. Going for the Meteor Mash, takes a screenshot because they want to remember this moment forever. Going for that Meteor Mash again, that's gonna take out that Gyarados, and it is a double charm team, so this game is over. But they bank the Meteor Mash and swap out into Shadow Tyranitar instead. Absolutely disrespectful. And let me give you guys a little song right here. Olha a explosão quando ela bate com a bunda no chão, 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 chão. That's all my Portuguese for the day. MC Kevinho, I believe, from Brazil right there. We got Gyarados into Excadrill in this next matchup. The opponent's gonna bring in their own Gyarados, and we swap out into the Shadow Tyranitar. So of course, taking super effective damage here from the waterfalls, also dealing super effective damage with these smackdowns, and those really hurt. Smackdown Hotel like The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Excadrill comes back in, going to throw the Crunch right here. How much damage is this going to do? That is quite a bit, and they get the defense drop, so Gyarados will come back in here. Doesn't need to shield a Rock Slide, so they will let this go through. It's going to hurt, but you will survive, and they can't farm down with Mud Shot. Togekiss in the back, and once again, Togekiss is the mayor of Farm Down City right here. Going to throw the Ancient Power. Actually did not shield a potential Flamethrower. Maybe they didn't build up to the Flamethrower. I wasn't actually counting. I believe it requires 10 charms to get to the first Flamethrower. So maybe they were counting there and just knew it was an Ancient Power. But either way, we got a Gyarados mirror match right here. This time it looks like the opponent is actually running Dragon Breath, so you could see the difference in HP. Going to no shield the first move, and Gyarados is going to throw their own Crunch. Mastigada, that's actually chewed, like chewing, right? Mastigar, chewing. So they swap out into the Metagross. And unfortunately, they will have to shield up this Crunch because it is going to hurt. And they are going to build up to the Meteor Mash. This will definitely take out the Gyarados. They decide to no shield, and they come in with the Excadrill. So didn't build up to the Earthquake, but may still get a shield here from the opponent. Thankfully, they do. And the opponent here is going to throw the Drill Run. Drill Run will take it out. Furação. That is such a beautiful word right there, actually. Sounds a lot better in Portuguese than it does in English. Furação. We're going to start saying that. And the Shadow Tyranitar here into the Snorlax. This is pretty rough because Superpower, I'm assuming, will one-shot a Shadow Tyranitar. Try to call the bait. That's going to take them out. No point to shield right here. And that's going to take out the Gyarados. GG's, ends up losing that game. Hopping into the next one, we got Gyarados into Machamp. A whole lot of lag right there at the start of that matchup. So who knows what the count is at this point. But this could be a Rock Slide, and Gyarados is going to respect that. Thankfully, they did call the Rock Slide, because if they baited with Cross Chop, that would be a huge blow. And pretty much makes this matchup very straightforward for the Machamp from that point on. So going to let this second move go through here. It is the Rock Slide, does survive, and going to get off the Aqua Tail. The opponent is going to shield it up, and we see the swap out into Metagross. They bring in their own Gyarados right here, and going to get off a Meteor Mash before the Crunch comes through. Meteor Mash does a decent chunk even though it is resisted, and we're going to see the Crunch likely take out the Metagross from this range. And now you have to come in with the Tyranitar, I'd assume, and hopefully farm down before they reach a move. Yes, they are able to farm down. They need something weak in the back, and it's a Togekiss. Are they going to catch the Stone Edge? It does not look like it. Stone Edge coming through. Bang! There it is. Togekiss gets taken out. Farms down Machamp with the Gyarados. GG. Very well played. These are some very quick games, but of course they're very exciting as well because of that Shadow Tyranitar, which is also a Hundo. That is a huge flex right there. And we see another Gyarados lead. I haven't played much Master League Premier Classic myself. I know Gyarados is very strong, but is this what we can expect? Is it literally a Gyarados lead in every single match? Because if that's the case, I might even consider running Dragon Breath, but I guess you need the Waterfall for the Metagross and the Extra Gel and those things. So I'm going to throw the Aqua Tail right here. The opponent is going to throw energy. This is a huge break for us. Going to take out the Gyarados. We could come in with the Tyranitar, not able to farm down though. That is a little bit unfortunate. Does have to burn a shield right here. And they bring in a Walrein, which is definitely not going to appreciate these smackdowns from the Tyranitar. And they also did not build up to the Earthquake, so they do not need to shield the Icicle Spear. Actually able to catch the next Icicle Spear onto the Metagross. And they have a bit of energy on Tyranitar, and the opponent doesn't want the smoke for one set. So jumping into the second set of battles right here, we got Gyarados into another Gyarados. So these things are everywhere right now. They swap out into Sylveon. Looks like we're going to throw an Aqua Tail here before swapping out into the Metagross. And now from here, it's basically farm down city. So Sylveon is going to reach a move. Don't need to shield this up. Only going to be a Psy Shock or a Moonblast, I guess it looked like in that situation. I think that was called like Ishbluzon Lunar or something. That is actually pretty sick if that was the name. I didn't see it, but Meteor Mash coming through here on the Gyarados. You could see it still hurts. Even though it is resisted, this is a very strong legacy move on Metagross. And not able to farm down, so Gyarados does have a bit of energy here. And it's a Togekiss in the back, so Tyranitar here should be able to get this thing low enough to the point where the Gyarados will finish it off. Actually going to throw the Crunch here. Not sure if this is necessary. I think just getting the damage with Smackdown would have been more beneficial, but thankfully it is Waterfall, which means you will be able to farm down here. And Togekiss, no boost please. They do not get the boost. Waterfall takes them out. Gyarados comes back in, was able to sneak in the Waterfall. That should be enough to take this game. Yes, it is. Off to a 1-0 start in set number 2. Let's hop into the next battle. So going to be leading Gyarados into another Gyarados. So, I mean, all we're seeing really is Gyarados leads. I guess that is the best lead for Master League Premier Classic maybe. Togekiss comes in, going to throw the Aqua Tail right here. And surprisingly gets a shield. Going to throw a second Aqua Tail here. Don't expect them to shield this, but they actually do. And they basically just use 2 shields. And now Tyranitar is going to come in here and pretty much farm down. I guess you shield this up. It's only an ancient power, but maybe that even KOs a very glassy Shadow Tyranitar. Gyarados comes back in. Oh my goodness, about to take this Stone Edge. Bang! There it is. Gyarados gets taken out. Sylveon in the back. And unfortunately for them, their worst nightmare, Metagross. They don't want the smoke. Back out of that match. A lot of double charm teams so far in this video. We got Gyarados into a Snorlax lead right here. So pretty neutral matchup. Let's see how this plays out right here. Gyarados building up to just about 2 Aqua Tails. Going to tank this first Body Slam from the opponent. And is going to look to throw 1 Aqua Tail here. May decide to throw a second. No, going to swap out instead into the Metagross. And we get met by a Gyarados, which is of course a very solid response here for the Metagross. Going to throw the Meteor Mash. No need to shield the first one, and should get to the Crunch, which will put this in farm down range for water. Oh, actually goes for the Aqua Tail. Interesting. That allows the Metagross to get to the Meteor Mash. So it'll be interesting to see if they shield this up. They do, and they will commit to the farm down. Now Gyarados comes back in, and unfortunately CMP Tai is going to lose right there. That is a huge blow. Looks like they went for Outrage there as well. Snorlax in the back. Tyranitar is going to shield and needs to commit to the farm down right here, which they are able to do, but they need something very weak to Tyranitar in the back. And unfortunately, I don't think Togekiss is going to be the answer here because they are even on shields, which means Togekiss should be able to win this matchup right here. Very unfortunate. Almost got the right Pokemon there in the back. If the Togekiss did not have a shield, maybe there was some play, but the way it played out, just a little bit too difficult for Tyranitar in the end. Gyarados into Excadrill, finally a different lead, and a very positive one, and the opponent is staying in here with the Excadrill. So going to no shield here with the Gyarados. The opponent swaps onto their own Gyarados. Here comes Shadow Tyranitar, and this time Gyarados is running Dragon Breath, so this is a lot better for the Tyranitar right here. Actually did not even need to shield, but not able to farm down, so we'll have to use 1 shield here in the end. Thankfully they do have a lot of energy, and Excadrill should take, I mean this should be enough to KO the Excadrill if they come in with it. It is going to be the Crunch, and Excadrill does not appreciate that, getting taken out. Garchomp in the back. This is definitely a core breaker for this team. We see the Metagross come in, is down a shield as well, so this is looking pretty bad right here. Taking the chance on the Sand Tomb. Thankfully it is, swaps out to reset the debuff. Going to throw the Aqua Tail. Best case scenario, you get to 2 here, but not able to do it. So the Garchomp keeps its shield. And this is looking pretty rough right here. Sand Tomb coming through. Basically needs to build up to 2 Meteor Mashes to win this game. Are they at the Meteor Mash? They did sneak in the extra Bullet Punch there. No, just 1 short. And I think they're going to lose this game right here. Yes, they were 1 short. Very unfortunate. Very close game though right there. GG's to the opponent. Shadow Tyranitar making these games very exciting to watch. Let's hop into the next one. We got Gyarados into another Gyarados right here. So let's see how the mirror plays out in this one. Both players running Waterfall and going to build up to just about 2 Aqua Tails once again. Going to throw the Crunch here, and the opponent is going to shield that up. So I guess they're building up to like Outrage basically, and then baiting with either the Aqua Tail or the Crunch. In this case, they're going to throw a second Crunch here at the opponent, and they let that one go through. They swap out into Dragonite, and here comes Tyranitar, and you absolutely love to see this. No need to shield this move, only going to be a Dragon Claw, and Tyranitar, even as glassy as it is, takes that very well. Unfortunately not able to farm down there before the second move comes through, so is forced to burn 1 shield. And we get a little bit of a somewhat visual glitch right there. Togekiss comes in. Oh my goodness, went for the Crunch. They might still get the shield though, just out of respect. And thankfully they do. And the defense drop, absolutely disrespectful. Metagross coming in. The opponent doesn't want the smoke. Backs out of that match. So takes that game. A very entertaining set of battles right there. Thank you so much to Victor for the best for the submission. I thoroughly enjoyed watching Shadow Tyranitar layeth the smackdown like the rock on these opponents. Definitely a team worth considering if you have the Pokemon available to you. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like, commenting, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.